Good morning. Good morning. How is everyone on this Saturday morning? Happy Saturday to you. Well, we are now in chapter 6 of the Walk with Ease program. Stick with it 6 weeks. And so I'm going to be sharing with you resources to keep you walking and active. So the motivation to stick with the walking program is not some mysterious thing. It's not mysterious that some people, uh, you know, have and others do not is nothing like that. Anyone could walk with ease, just putting one foot in front of the other. So the real way, let's talk about that. The real way to achieve success is to set goals. We have to set goals in anything that we want to accomplish, and then we can reward ourselves after we've accomplished it. And once we get even in midway, we can still reward ourselves. And we got to find ways to overcome our problems. Don't let our problems overcome us. We can overcome our problems and build supports that will keep us motivated. Now, I want to share with you some strategies that may help develop and maintain support among your family and friends or participate in exercise programs. We ought to avoid injuries by following exercise guidelines and watching out for physical limitations. Some of us have physical limitations, so we need to follow some guidelines to prevent additional injuries or injuries within itself. Then we have to learn how to get ourselves started again. Because some of us have been inactive. Some of us have lived a sedentary lifestyle, or some of us have been injured and we are recovering. And now we want to get back into it because we've either recovered or we're still recovering, but we can still start up again. So if you've stopped for a while, you can start up again. And so don't be discouraged if you've stopped for a while. You can still get back into it. And then make a plan for walking. Use it and update it regularly. When we have a plan in when there is a plan in place, you tend to stick with it. And so this final chapter provides information on each of those strategies. And so together, these strategies can help you keep walking for a lifetime after you complete the 6 week, 6 weeks. Stick with it. The Walk with Ease program. So you know our motto is stick with it 6 weeks. But we're talking about the Walk with Ease program that the Arthritis Foundation wrote a book on, they developed. So in this chapter, we're going to learn about developing and maintaining support, watching out for physical problems, getting involved in other arthritis and activity programs, making a plan for your future, and what to do if you stop and need to get going. Now, you can also do these activities. Remember, we always talk about the ending point, self-test, do a self-check to review your progress, and make a plan for continuing to walk and exercise. Keep on walking. Stick with it 6 weeks. Now, let me share with you, before we get going, a Walk with Ease participant. This is what they had to say. Keep walking, keep moving. And I want to share with you, put one foot in front of the other. And there you go. Now, developing and maintaining support. You have a greater chance of keeping up your walking plan successfully if your family, friends, or coworkers support your efforts. You can generate your own cheering squad by planning to include specific individuals. And remember what I said? You can do it. Hey, hey, you can do it if you put your mind to it. Hey, hey, you can do it. And then your spouse or partner is probably one of the most important people in your life. He or she can have a major impact on helping you maintain motivation. And don't forget to invite them out on your walk with you. Ask your partner to join you on some of your walks. Discuss daily events, family issues, or the news. You can bond together. You can talk about some things and discuss some things. You can problem solve together. Both of you will reap the benefits of walking, and the time you spend together may have other benefits as well. And then family members can help. Do you have children or grandchildren that want to walk with you? Children love to get out and do exciting things. and they are very curious about nature. Now take them for a walk to the park or the zoo or on some other outing that requires walking. Besides getting your own walk on, you'll be serving as a good example that physical activity is fun and important, teaching young people at a young age to be physically fit. And remember, adult children like these things too. Friends and coworkers, they can become exercise buddies. Arrange for a morning walk with a friend. It's not easy as to roll over and go back to sleep if you know your exercise partner is waiting. That's right. They will motivate you because you have to an appointment to get to meet with someone, and you definitely don't want to let them down. Meet a coworker at lunchtime and walk together to a cafeteria or restaurant nearby. See, you don't have to give up eating on your lunch. You just have to take a little time away from your lunch to do 10 minutes, then get back and do your lunch. And guess what? But don't forget to warm up before and to cool down after. Don't forget to stretch before you walk and to stretch at the end of your walk. Now, there's exercise role models. No, these aren't star athletes or famous movie stars, but real people you admire for your walking, for their walking and exercise habits. Now, maybe you have a friend who has severe arthritis who walks regularly, and you're wondering how they're doing it. But if you walk with a group, maybe one of the members is particularly motivated. Talk to these people about how and why they keep to their walking program. If they can do it, so can you. Now, there's walking groups. And if you don't belong to one already, think about joining a Walk with Ease group. If there isn't one in your area, think about starting one. Contact your local office or the Arthritis Foundation for more information. Now, watch out for physical problems. Everyone, regardless of age, level of ability, or experience, should follow recommended guidelines for safety and comfort when exercising. Many safety recommendations for starting your walking program have already been covered in this book. So we have already went through chapters 1 through chapters 5, very detailed, that has been covered. So if you still have reservations, or you still have questions, or you're unsure about something, or your confidence level is low, I encourage you to go back and review the videos. Go back, stop them where you need to stop them, and review them. That way, you can become more confident and you can clear up any questions that you may have. You also can contact your licensed medical provider or practitioner to also answer some of your questions. Now, we have talked about these safety recommendations for starting your walking program. Those have been covered also in this book. Now, we have a chart here which shows a few problems you may encounter as you build up your minutes or distance. Also, there's a few things people sometimes do when they walk that can also cause problems. Now, overstriding. We've talked about the overstriding. Or if your hat or hair bounces up and down when you walk, it's a good indication you're overstriding. And sometimes you can pin your hair up or put it in a ponytail so it doesn't distract you or hinder you from getting your walk on or your stride on. Now, sometimes when you feel great and you're enjoying yourself, you may have a natural tendency to do this. But remember, it increases impact and adds stress to your hips, knees, and feet. So try to glide along the ground and take shorter, more natural steps. And then elbow whipping. A good arm swing comes naturally from the shoulder, not up and down from the elbow. And I kind of showed you that you should just walk normal and not swing back and forth wildly your arms. And so uh, while it's fine to keep your elbows in a comfortable, natural bend, avoid whipping the forearms up and down from a bent elbow. Avoid a rocking the baby motion if you can. Now, there are common problems and what to do, and I am going to go over this with you. But give me a moment. We're going to talk about waist leaning and then slumping, and then we will go to the chart. Waist leaning. An ache in your lower back after walking often is the result of tilting forward at the waist and letting your buttocks stick out. You will lean forward a bit when you walk, but the lean should be from your ankles. To feel the difference in position, stand with your back against the wall and then lean slightly forward while leaving your buttocks against the wall. Then stand with your back against the wall and lean slightly forward from your ankles. That's the proper forward lean. And then slumping puts pressure on your back and keeps you from breathing as deeply as you might. Revise the section, excuse me, review the section on good body mechanics in chapter 5. Remember, we talked about the good body mechanics, your posture. Those are all important things. Holding your head up, keeping your chin up. Don't walk holding your head down. Be alert and be excited and walk with a purpose. Walk as if you have a place to be. And then remember, keep your chest up, abdominal muscles in, and shoulders relaxed and down. And remember to lightly tighten your abdominal muscles as you walk. It helps your back. Now, let's go over this chart. Common problems and what to do. Now, the problem, and then why it happens, and what to do. So your problem is sore shins, shin splints. Have you ever had shin splints? I've had them, and they are very painful. Now, why it happens? Shoes that are too big or that provide poor support, inadequate warming up and stretching, or doing too much too fast. Now, what to do? Be sure your shoes fit properly. And if you find yourself gripping your shoes with your toes, it's a sign that your shoes may be too big. And you can go back and review chapter 3. Now, start walking with the strolling warm up and stretch. Always cool down gradually and stretch again. Do ankle flexibility exercise and stretch your shins daily. And we went to Appendix B because it shows some stretching exercises. Now, increase your walking time slowly. Slow down if necessary. And then if your problem is sore knees, walking too fast, walking on a surface that's too stressful, or shoes that don't fit right, that's why it might happen, or that's why it happens. And then what to do? Slow down a little and keep your stride short. To slow your speed, but keep your heart rate up. Try doing more with your arms, but avoid elbow whipping. Review the section A Note About Impact in Chapter 3 and find a place with a better surface for your walks. And remember, there are levels of walks, level 1, level 2, and level 3, and we covered that. And be sure your shoes provide good support and cushioning. Also, you can review Chapter 3. And a problem, calf cramps, and why it happens. Not enough stretching before and after walking. Dehydration, not enough water in your system, and circulatory problems in your legs. What to do? Warm up and stretch properly. Drink enough water while you exercise. Walk briskly for a while, and then walk slowly for a while. Consult your healthcare licensed practitioner if they don't get better as your fitness improves. And problem, heel pain, and why it happens. Inadequate stretching, poor arch support. What to do? Warm up, stretch, and I've showed you some of the stretches in Appendix B. Shoes with better support and cushioning. If it doesn't go away as your fitness improves, consult with your health care practitioner. Now, let's share a Walk with Ease participant comment and what they have to say. I like to walk, but I don't like to walk by myself. It's nice to walk with people. I really enjoy it. And see, some people are motivated by walking with other people. And some people are just motivated to walk alone. They just get up, they get dressed, and they get out of the house, they prepare to walk, and they're gone. And they're putting one foot in front of the other. And then some people meet up with a walking group. Now, getting involved in other arthritis and activity programs. People who become involved in one type of physical activity and find that they like it often go on to explore other kinds of activity programs that are enjoyable and offer health benefits. There are many possible sources of these programs through local parks and recreation departments, wellness centers, and senior centers, just to name a few. Local chapters of national organizations also sponsor programs you might want to try out. Well, here's a brief description of three of them. And there's also more suggestions in Appendix C that we will go over with next week. We're going to be going over Appendix. Next week, it's going to be A, B, and C. Now, the Arthritis Foundation offers a variety of programs through its local chapters for people at different levels of fitness. Among them is the 8-week Arthritis Foundation exercise program, the Arthritis Foundation aquatic program, and that's where you're exercising in a swimming pool, and the Arthritis Foundation Tai Chi program. And though the Arthritis Self-Management program, people learn how to manage arthritis better. And you can communicate well with healthcare providers and share experiences with others. There is a phone number here, you all. Call 800-283-7800 or visit www.arthritis.org to find your nearest Arthritis Foundation office to learn more about these programs and where they're offered. For more information about the Arthritis Foundation's programs, we are going to be looking at Appendix C next week. Now, I will put the arthritis.org in the comments, in there in the description box, as well as the phone number. Now, in addition to the Arthritis Foundation programs, the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention recommends two other programs that many participants have found to improve their fitness, increase their activity levels, and improve their outlook on life. These are Enhanced Fitness, EF, formerly Lifetime Fitness, and the Chronic Disease Self-Management Program. To find out about availability of these programs in your state, you can visit the CDC Arthritis Program website at www.cdc.gov/arthritis, which will be included in the description box. Now, ARP offers two free programs on the internet that help you track your progress. If you participate and get fit on Route 66, you can log your minutes of exercise and convert them to miles on a virtual journey along America's most famous highway. If you participate and step it up to better health, you use a step counter to track your progress along one of 4 famous American trails. Learn more about these programs at the ARP website at www.arp.org/walking. So those will be in the description box if you want to have that information. And then you want to making a plan for your future. So make a plan for your future. This entire book has been designed to help you develop the kind of walking program that is safe, effective, and doable. It's a program that you'll be able to keep up for a lifetime of better health. If you've been walking for 6 weeks or more, this is the time for you to make an ending point assessment of your progress and to make a new contract for your new and continuing goals. To help you assess your ending point, we recommend that you again fill out the ending point self-test tool that's at the end of this chapter. It's like the one you completed in chapter 1 when you assessed your starting point. Compare your results now with your results from the beginning of the program. Do you see any improvements in your pain or fatigue? Do you see any improvements in your ability to function with arthritis? It's okay if you don't see much change yet, particularly if doing a walking program is a new activity for you. Give it some time, maybe another 3 weeks, and do the ending point self-test again. We've also provided a copy in Appendix A that you can photocopy and use in the future to measure improvement as you keep walking. If you do see some change, congratulations, you are on the right track. Use this information to help you decide what your new goals are and what you will do to maintain your successful walking program. Now, at the end of 6 weeks, evaluate your progress with your ending point, self-test and plan, and your next goals. Now, we've pointed out in chapter 3 that people find that writing down their plan helps them focus their thoughts, reminds them what they want to do, and provides a way to keep them on track. They also find that spelling out rewards and making sure they get rewarded is a very important part of sticking to their plans. Think about, and make a new contract with yourself like the one you've completed for the first 6 weeks of the program. There is a place in week 6 of your diary to review all 6 weeks of your program. There is a blank contract and walking diary form in Appendix A for you to use if you wish. Now, there's one thing that I wanted to say that I didn't think about at first, is that let me take a moment to look this up and see if there is any forms on Google that you may be able to download and print. Okay, so it's at the www.arthritis.org. So if you are interested in doing the diary form and the 6-week contract, and the self-test, they're on the arthritis.org website, self-directed enhanced kit Arthritis Foundation, and I will put that in the comments for you so that you will be able to download them for yourself. Okay, now to help you focus your thinking, ask these questions. You might want to make notes of your answers here or on your diary. What progress have I made in meeting my goals? What are realistic goals for the next 3 months of walking? Now, that's important because your goals should be measurable and attainable. Now, what are steps I can take to meet those goals? And what information, tips, and tools from this book will be most useful to me? What other information and resources will be most useful to me? And who can help support me to continue my walking program? And how can they help me? What reward will I get for accomplishing my goals? Now, that's up to you. It doesn't have to be expensive, but your reward for accomplishing your goals is something that you can think of that you can be excited about, feel good about. Uh, it's really up to you. It doesn't have to be a treat, like a sweet treat. It could be, a new clothes item, a new book, a massage, anything, but it's totally up to you what you would like to reward yourself for being able to accomplish your goal. And then what is my confidence level in accomplish these goals? And then, but what if I stop? How do I start again? Well, people find it hard to change habits, whether to get rid of an unhealthy one like smoking or to develop a or to develop a new healthy one like walking regularly. Also, you have a real life and things happen that can keep you from doing all the things you want or intend to do. If you find that you aren't walking as regularly as you like or at all, and you want to do more or get started again, here are some suggestions. Be nice to yourself. No shame, no blame for not doing as much as you had hoped. So be kind to yourself. Be compassionate and show some self-love. Now, number 2, if you can use the problem-solving method we suggested in chapters 1 and 4 to identify the barrier that got in your way, do it because it may help you avoid hitting it again. Otherwise, put the past behind you. It's a new day. And then number 3, start slowly, particularly if it has been a while since you've been able to walk regularly. Review your last walking diary, ending point self-test, and contract, and set a new goal. However, don't start exactly where you left off. Take it a little easier than where you were before and build back up to your old level gradually. And if you start over again, you will refamiliarize yourself with where you left off, and more than likely it won't take you as long to build back up, even though you're doing it gradually, but it really won't take you long to do it. And then number 4, find people or programs to support you. And number 5, set small goals to begin with and reward yourself and get your support people to reward you for accomplishing them. Now, final thoughts. So it's now up to you. When you need to, review all of the chapters for suggestions concerning good exercise techniques and safety. As we go over the self-check and the self-knowledge, to go back and review anywhere you may have questions, concerns, low confidence, or reservations, and unsure of something, to go back and review those chapters. Now discuss any questions you have with your healthcare licensed practitioner or provider, medical provider. Always remember to move at your own pace. Progress slowly and gradually. So move at the pace that you are comfortable with. Move at a pace that will not cause injuries or any additional injuries or new injuries. And remember to use your walking plan and diary as tools to help you stay on track and gauge your progress. Be sure to use the techniques. Be sure to use the techniques for monitoring your exercise intensity and measuring your fitness level. Do your best. Challenge yourself if you can, but don't try to keep up with anyone else. Just try to keep up with yourself. You don't need to prove anything. You're not in competition. You are just trying to be healthy and live a more excellent way with your lifestyle. Remember, this is the temple that God has given us that we're dwelling in. And we want to take care of the temple that God has given us and be healthy as much as we can be. Even if we have limitations, we can still get up and put one foot in front of the other. And if that's a problem, for any other reason, consult your healthcare provider and they can give you licensed medical provider, that can give you information. And remember, if you're not able to walk, there is the stationary bike, there is the elliptical, there is things that you can do, some exercise equipment that may help you to get in shape. So always consult your healthcare medical provider if you have questions that you are definitely unsure of, that you find that even with going over the chapters, reviewing them, that you still have questions. Contact your licensed medical healthcare provider. Now remember, your overall program should include 3 basic kinds of exercise: flexibility, strengthening, and cardiovascular exercises. You will not cause damage to yourself with appropriate exercise. You can cause damage to yourself by not exercising. Hurt does not equal harm. Setbacks are normal. Developing a plan to succeed will improve your choices of success. Be sure to give yourself a congratulatory reward for your dedication and success. The many benefits of exercise can be yours by taking necessary precautions or making changes to fit your special needs. You can walk for better health and well-being. Your Walk with Ease program is for you from now on to help you manage your arthritis and become healthier and fit. And some of you may not have arthritis, and this is still a good program because it's very detailed, very refined, and it really gives a lot of information. Now, we want to do the self-check. We always do test your knowledge, yes or no. I can explain the importance of having a good support system for my walking program. Yes or no? I know how to watch out for the physical problems that can occur with walking and exercise. Yes or no? I know about some of the other types of programs available for people with arthritis that I could join. Yes or no? I know some strategies for getting started again if I need them. Yes or no? And now you want to rate your confidence level. On a scale of 0 to 10, I feel confident that I can develop a support system that helps me keep going. Not confident at all, 0 to totally confident, up to 10. I feel confident that I know where to look for the arthritis resources I need. Not confident at all, 0, up to 10, totally confident. I feel confident that I can keep up my walking program. Not confident at all, 0, up to 10, totally confident. So remember, if you could answer yes to the statements above, and is your confidence level 7 or more, congratulations, you're ready to move on. And again, if you answer no to any of them, you may wish to go back and review that section. And if your confidence is low, review the sections you're not sure about, and you can also share your questions or concerns with your friends who have arthritis and walk, or with your licensed medical healthcare provider. And if you're in a Walk with Ease program, stick with it 6 weeks. We recommend that you share your questions or concerns with your group leader and fellow participants. Now, let's do the ending point self-test. Do you see any improvements from your starting point self-test? Pain. You're going to circle the number that describes how much physical pain your arthritis has caused during the past weeks. No pain, 0, all the way up to 10, as bad as it can be. And then fatigue. You're going to circle the number that describes how much of a problem fatigue has been for you during the past week. 0 to 10. No problem, 0. All the way up to 10, a major problem. And then there's the physical limitations. The following items are about activities you might do during a typical day. Does your health now limit you in these activities? If so, how much? Circle one number on each line. So, not at all, yes, a little, and yes, a lot. And so, not at all is 1, yes, a little is 2, and yes, a lot is 3. So, vigorous activities such as running, lifting heavy objects, participating in strenuous sports, that's 1, 2, or 3. And then moderate activities such as moving a table, pushing a vacuum cleaner, bowling, or playing golf, 1, 2, or 3. Lifting or carrying cigarettes, 1, 2, excuse me, where did I get that from? Lifting or carrying groceries, 1, 2, or 3. Climbing several flights of stairs, 1, 2, or 3. Climbing one flight of stairs, 1, 2, or 3. Bending, kneeling, or stooping, 1, 2, or 3. Walking more than a mile, 1, 2, or 3. Walking several hundred yards, 1, 2, or 3. Walking 100 yards, 1, 2, or 3. Bathing or dressing yourself, 1, 2, or 3. And then you're going to add up all the circled numbers and write your total physical limitation score in the box. And remember the 1, 2, or 3. The 1 is not at all, the 2 is just a little, and the 3 is just a lot. Now, ending point self-test scoring instructions. Pain. If your score was 1 to 3, pain is probably not your main concern. You may want to make pain management a lower priority for now and focus on other topics in this book. Now, if your pain is between 4 and 7, pain is probably an important concern for you. Many of the suggestions in this book will help you to reduce your pain. Information on pain management can be found in chapters 4 and 6. And then if your pain is between 8 and 10, pain is probably a main problem for you. Tell your healthcare practitioner that you're experiencing a lot of pain. Medication or a change in medication may help. Many of the suggestions in this book will help you to manage your pain. Information on pain management can be found in chapters 4 and 6. So you can go back and review chapter 4 video, and you can review this video as well once I'm done with this video, okay, once it's uploaded. Now, fatigue. If your pain is between 1 and 3, fatigue is probably not your main concern. You may want to make fatigue management a lower priority for now and focus on other topics in the book. And if your pain is between 4 and 7, fatigue is probably an important concern for you. Many of the suggestions in this book will help you to reduce your fatigue. Information on fatigue management can be found in chapters 4 and 6. And then if your fatigue is between 8 and 10, fatigue is probably a main problem for you. Tell your healthcare practitioner, licensed medical practitioner, if you're experiencing a lot of fatigue. Some medications may cause fatigue. Information on fatigue management can be found in chapters 4 and 6. And remember, we will be done with chapter 6. It will be uploaded, and you will be able to go back and review chapter 6 as necessary. Now, physical limitations. If your physical limitations is between 10 to 15, you probably don't have many physical limitations. Information in chapter 5 and the exercises in appendix B will give you ideas for improving your muscle flexibility, strength, and endurance. And then 16 to 22, you have some physical limitations which probably can be improved if you increase your muscle flexibility, strength, and endurance. Chapter 5 and the exercises in appendix B will give you ideas for improving your muscle flexibility, strength, and endurance. And if your physical limitations are between 23 and 30, you have many physical limitations. The good news is that consistent exercise will probably help you improve your physical activities. Information in Chapter 5 and the exercise in Appendix B may give you ideas for improving your muscle flexibility, strength, and endurance, but check with your licensed healthcare medical provider or practitioner for more suggestions. Okay, so in the Appendix A, and you can find that. I'm going to put those websites out there for you. It will show you the starting point self-test that we did in the beginning, the starting point self-test scoring instructions, ending point self-test, and ending point self-test scoring instructions, your contract, your walking diary, and and you can print more than one or print one, download it from what the website that I'm going to provide for you under the arthritis.org website, www.arthritis.org. And you can make copies of it if you have a printer at home. If you don't, you can also go to the library, probably make copies there or Staples. And then thinking about all 6 weeks, how did you do overall? What do you want to change? And then other notes. And then in Appendix B, remember I showed you Appendix B with all of the exercise. There's quite a bit of exercises in there. We can actually go over them next week if you'd like, or they still should be on that website for you. And then there's going to be a resource for you, for you to contact if you have any questions about that, which we've already covered. So actually, I will not really have to go over the appendix with you all unless you want me to do that, because actually everything that we've covered in these chapters are actually in the appendix. It's just more detailed information. And then there is also some publication and videos. Arthritis Foundation publications are available by calling 800, 1-800 283-7800 or logging on, as I said, to www.arthritis.org and selecting the store tab. There's brochures. There's Arthritis Today. It's an award-winning magazine that brings you up to date on reliable information about the latest research and treatment options, diet and nutrition, tips for traveling and making your life with arthritis easier and more rewarding. You can also subscribe to it 6 times a year and find all the information you need to achieve a healthier, more active life with arthritis. So if you call them, they can give you the latest update on that information. And then there's also books and DVDs out there. In addition to the Walk with Ease, they have published a number of books and videos for people and arthritis and for others seeking to create a healthier lifestyle. All Arthritis Foundation materials have been given a thorough medical review by leading physicians and healthcare professionals, so you can be sure that you are receiving sound information about your health, fitness, and arthritis management. Arthritis Foundation books and videos are available through the Arthritis Foundation website and the 800 number, and they are also sold in bookstores nationwide. You can also, I looked on Google and there were some also used books. They may be gently used. If you want to order one, I saw it as low as $1 and something. And there's also other sources that I told you, the CDC, there's ARC, there's the American College of Rheumatology, Association of Rheumatology Health Professionals, National Institute of Arthritis and Musculoskeletal and Skin Diseases, and then, keeping up on research. So reading important research, bibliography, like the American College of Sports Medicine. There's a phone number for there. And then there's a lot of physicians that have did their research and contributed to this book. And so I am very pleased that we have actually completed this book. So again, you can go to the website to get most of the information that is needed, or you can call that number. They can answer your questions and direct you to the appropriate websites or give you information on where to find it if they no longer have it on their website. And you shouldn't ever think that you can't exercise. Always think that you can. Always think that you can. See, the proof is in. Exercise can enhance your quality of life with arthritis as well as your general health. But it's important to do the right kind of exercise. And so they show a DVD, Take Control with Exercise, and they're showing you this in the back. and then the arthritis walk, and there's let's move together. A lot of times, you can find out if there's going to be an annual local arthritis walk in your area. And also, you can build your team today. Visit letsmovetogether.org or call 877-232-2898. And so I will be putting all of that information on this video in the description box for you so that you will have this information. And I'll also put it at the end of this video as well. So don't forget to share this video, share it, give it a thumbs up, and subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber. Please leave your respectful comments below. I love to hear from you what you think about this week that we have covered a teaching, video about walking for health. Thank you for tuning in. It's truly appreciated. And the references here for your review. But again, thank you all for tuning in. And please let me know what you think about each video that you have reviewed or that you're going to review, that you're going to listen to. That let me know what you think. And did you get any information out of the video? Did it help you in any way? Did you gain knowledge that you did not know? Because even I don't know everything about exercising. And I even learned things that I did not know. And so if you've learned things that you did not know, you've obtained, additional knowledge or information that you did not have or you were not aware of, please let me know as well. I want to thank each and every one of you for tuning in. And again, God bless you all on today. And I hope that you have a peaceful Saturday and have fun doing it.